I'd have to say gregarious, okay? Everybody loves Katie Wiedmar, wherever she goes. Her parents should be really proud of the way they brought her up. Wherever she goes, people love her and they want to be around her, so she's just an amazing person.
If there was one word I would to describe Katie Wiedmar, it would be welcoming. I had a firm client come in from Minnesota one year. When we finished playing, we went to have a beer, and his name was Gene, and he said, you know, before I come in, I'm going to go buy a shirt, a golf shirt for my son. We were having beer and we realized, where's Gene? And then about a half an hour later, Gene walked up and I said, Gene, is everything okay? And he said, yes, I just spent $1,200 in your shop. And I said, you spent $1,200 to buy your son a shirt? He said, no, no, no. You know that wonderful young woman that works in the shop? She helped me pick out a shirt, but she started to ask me about my family and about my wife and about winters in Minnesota, which are coming along very soon. And the next thing you know, I was buying gifts for all of my children and my wife. And the last thing I remember is putting a beautiful sweater on the counter for my wife. And Katie looked at me and said, Gene, I want you to tell me what sounds better. Minnesota winters, merino wool, or Minnesota winters, cashmere. And then he raised the bag and said, $1,200, Tom, and if that young woman ever wants to move to Minnesota, please call me.
Well, Wingfoot, it's a very special place, but it's a very busy place, and what she's accomplished here in 8 short years is quite remarkable. She's taken our sales from $2 million to upwards of $4 million, and done it just seamlessly, like a real true professional merchandiser.
I saw Katie Wiedmar when we rebuilt our pro shop, standing in an uncarpeted vacant spot, looking and planning. Then weeks later I saw her with merchandise all over the floor. And I'm old enough to remember those pictures of Dwight Eisenhower before they invaded Normandy. She looked like she was placing all the boats in different places. But that's because all of the merchandising equipment and counters had not yet come in or been built. Katie Wiedmar always sees a little ahead of the rest of us. She works just a little bit harder than everybody else, and she never loses that smile. So if merchandising is the goal, she's got it covered.
What's amazing about Katie is she's a PGA member. You know, we got her from EKU 9 years ago, and she just strives for excellence. She's got a master's in business. She's a great player, and she's a great instructor, as well as, I think, the best merchandiser around. So she's extraordinary.
She's the best. She is absolutely the best. I will tell you one thing. We used to have a caddy master that knew everybody's name. When he left, right away everybody said, no, the new spark at Wingfoot is Katie in the shop. So it's a nice thing. We're so lucky to have her.
Very excited to receive this award. This is an amazing accomplishment. The amount of business and traffic that Wingfoot constantly does, it's nice to kind of see how people respond to it. And again, this place is a kind of a factory, so we're constantly moving product in and selling it. So it's a job that is not easy, but it's something that we love to do, and it makes each day fly by. So I'd like to first thank the Met PGA for this amazing award. Everything the Met PGA does is first class, and I really appreciate them thinking of me and getting this award. Next, I'd like to thank my vendors. I obviously couldn't do anything without them, and I appreciate all their hard work and the last-minute emails that I sometimes give them. And next, I want to thank Wingfoot. My whole career here has been amazing. They hired me up as an intern 9 years ago. It seems like yesterday, but it has been awesome. Everyone here, it's like one big family. They're constantly inviting us out to dinner, to play golf, to even live with them, and it's been a great experience. So love the membership here and everyone that's already here. Next, I'd like to thank Mike Gilmore for hiring me. He's the most generous man I know, and he has supported me from the get-go when I first arrived to where I am now. And I am forever grateful for him bringing me on staff, which then leads me to the staff. This is definitely a team award. I couldn't do anything without them, and we are all in this together. Each day is a challenge, and there's no better group of people I'd rather tackle each day on than with them. And lastly, I want to thank my family, the best of the best. My brother, still look up to him every day, and to my parents for all they've kind of instilled in me throughout my whole life, and I know the sacrifices they made to get me where I am. So very thankful, and again, can't thank you all enough, and look forward to being in this section for a long time.